Hello, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. Welcome to our channel. Welcome to Fagio Chuma 254. On this platform, we're going to be discussing a plethora of issues. We're going to be discussing politics, social and economic welfare, but there are also other times we're going to be delving into issues that have to do with our physical health. Now, on this particular episode, I want us to talk about a specific group, a special group, sort of a sleeping giant that has just been woken up, the Gen Zs. Now, when that name Gen Z is mentioned, I have a lot of things running through my mind. Like, who are the Gen Zs? Where have they been all this while? What is their end game? What do they intend to achieve by demonstrating and protesting in the streets? And for how long are they willing to sustain whatever they're doing right now? The little research I've done indicates and tells me that the Gen Zs is a group of youth who were born in between the years, the late 90s, 97, to 2012, 2013. Those are the Gen Zs. Meaning by 2014, 2015, this group of youth were eligible to vote. So the first question we're supposed to ask ourselves is, did the Gen Zs vote in 2017? Did they get to vote? What about 2022, the last election we had? Did the Gen Zs vote? Are these the group of youth who propelled Ruto to the presidency? Or better yet, are the Gen Zs the group of youth who denied Raila Amolo Odinga the chance to ascend to the presidency? There's a special and wise saying that a tyrant's rule is prescribed by how long the subjects are willing to be ruled. In our nation, for a very long time, we've had many episodes of misrule by different regimes. Some even went to the point of ruling by iron fist. And all this happened because the people allowed it to happen. The Gen Zs are saying, no, this is not going to happen anymore. But you see, just saying it's not going to happen is not enough. One of our presidents once said, siasa mbaya, maisha mbaya. What many people don't understand is the fact that our politics, social life, and our economy are so intertwined that one thing affects the other. But most of the time, it's our politics that affects everything. If we have bad politics, if we have unhealthy politics, our social fabric and our economy goes down, and vice versa. And what has awoken the Gen Zs right now is the hard times. Things have gotten worse, and our tomorrow only tells us that it's going to be more worse. So they've woken up. The reason as to why we've gotten to this point is because statistically it's said close to 13 million people didn't vote in 2022. 8 million didn't vote, 5 million didn't register. I don't have my facts right, but it's around that area. These people who didn't vote, I can vouch, it was the Gen Zs. You know, the kind of people who say, well, why should I go lining up to vote? Voting is for the old people. The kind of people who say, I don't want anything to do with politics. Politics is for other people. When you fail to vote, when you fail to get your voice heard out there, in some way you're voting for somebody. Unfortunately, most of the time, when you fail to vote, you're always voting for the person you don't want to rule you. Because if you don't vote, you're going to be ruled by a fool. So the Gen Zs have done this over and over. Even the millennials did it. Unfortunately, I'm a millennial. We also did it. The first time I voted was in 2005 during the referendum. Did it in 2007, 2010, 2013, 17, and 2022. I've always been voting. most of the time I vote and the person I vote for normally fails. But I feel proud I always get my voice heard out there. It pains me that the Gen Zs have just woken up now. They could have done a lot because, you see, the problem that we are in right now is because of impunity by the executive, lack of focus by the legislature, and more so, it's because of the huge debts that we have. The Gen Z should have gotten out in 2014, 2015, when the Jubilee government was borrowing a lot of money. And they were borrowing this money and stealing it. Raila Amolo Odinga talked about it. He was called names. If the Gen Zs did what they're doing right now, we would have had the first regime, first term of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and his second term, doing things responsibly, borrowing money and using it for what it was intended for. But they never said anything. That was other people's duty. So it's a good thing the Gen Zs are woken up. And my prayer is that they sustain whatever they're doing right now. And not just for this, for everything. If it's the social fabric that is being interfered with, the Gen Zs are supposed to be out there. If it's our economy, things happening the wrong way, like right now, this is about economy. It's about the finance bill that is going to be enacted very soon. They're supposed to be out there getting their voice heard. The Gen Zs claim that they are well informed, they're well connected, and they're young, they're energetic, they're not afraid of anyone. That is a good thing, but it's not enough. Y'all have to be strategic in whatever you're doing. Nothing is impossible. You can achieve whatever you want to achieve, Gen Zs, and the whole nation is behind you. We're all supporting whatever you're doing. But you must have a road plan. You must get it out there. Let it be known that nothing is going to happen the wrong way and you guys are going to keep quiet. When the time comes for us to choose our leaders, all the leaders that we choose are a reflection of who we are. We had the finance bill being voted on yesterday, where 200 and around 4 people, members of parliament voted yes, and around 115 voted no. Those are constituencies that voted. What they're trying to say is they voted according to what their constituents want because they are the representatives of their constituents. But is that so? I don't know. What I'm praying for, and I hope this happens, is that you guys can sustain this vigor for the longest time possible. Let it be something that happens every time anything is not being done right. And when the time comes for you guys to vote, let's get out there and vote. Let's get out there and register. Let's educate one another on the qualities of a good leader. Because if we don't expect the best, we're always going to get what we're having right now. Ruto, unfortunately, Ruto is working for the West. That's what he's doing. It's like, currently we are being ruled by the United States of America and the UK. They're not working for us. And the legislature is working for William Ruto. Like, Nothing can ever happen if the legislature says it's not going to happen. The members of parliament, if they say it's not going to happen, then there's nothing Ruto can do about it. In the same way, if we, the people, the Gen Zs, the millennials, can get their voices out there practically, our members of parliament will behave. If they behave, the president will behave. If the president behaves, our politics is going to be clean, our social fabric is going to be intact, our economy is going to be top notch. I don't know what you think. I want to hear from you guys. This is a new channel. I still have a problem with the audio, but I'm going to work on it. My kind request is subscribe and hit that like button. Let many people view this stuff. Let's talk. Let's talk the talk. No tribe. No tribe. Let's just talk and make things better, because if things are going to be good for me, they're going to be good for you, and they're going to be good for our tomorrow. Have a good time. Bye.